What's up, guys? This is Joe, otherwise known as Catching BTC on Twitter. This is Bitcoin Watch number 3, where I do technical and fundamental analysis on Bitcoin's price action, as well as set price targets and expectations for the future. So we're just going to jump right in here on the 15-minute chart for BTC. It's been some interesting price action recently. It's been looking quite bearish, midterm, and it is looking toppy, but I'm still holding out for upper 9Ks. If anything, it's just delayed when we test that level. So I'm just going to draw some larger. I've already got them in. So we're going to look on the 15-minute and just look at the recent price action, sort of get an idea for what's been going on. So we broke some pretty important trend line uptrends yesterday, which is not a great sign. So if we take a look at some of the more important trend lines we've got in here. So something that I noted to the members yesterday in the Discord group in Bitcoin Watch was that we're breaking some pretty key uptrend resistances. So actually, first off, I'll just mark up, where we were targeting last week. So we've got this trend line, this downtrend line coming from the highs of made in May. And when we were trading up here, I was looking for a bounce of 8K, and I was really looking for this bounce to really be, it. I was thinking, once we test 8K, broken above it, we'd really start to trend upwards and break these highs. But we've really struggled to stay above 8K. Ever since we broke up, it's just been quite bearish price action. And something that I was looking at, which is, I thought was pretty bearish, was this break here. So this was the uptrend coming from 17th of May. It got tested at 8K again, but that this is a very strong support level, and there was this downtrend. So I really didn't think it was going to keep this trend. I think it was going to dip below and come back up, and it did. And that was fine. I really thought it has really nice wick action there. Bottom confirmed with this nice 618 retracement. As you can see, I always like to note this is good to seeing if we've bottomed from a midterm move, because you've got this giant wick here, and you put a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, and then you get this touch of the 618, and then we continue to trend up, which is really nice low. I honestly thought that would have been it, but we've come back above this trend line, we've traded above it, and we've really struggled to push up. And the first sort of move down, we broke straight through this uptrend, which was not good, and I was pretty bearish after I saw that, expecting us to come down to 7.4, but we'll touch on that in a second. Yeah, so we broke that, and this is a good example of a nice retest trade that you could have taken. As soon as we broke down here, you can be like, oh, okay, let me look for a retest of this trend line to go short. And there was a very nice, there was a very clear sort of liquidity pool here for sellers. So when we came up and retested this liquidity pool, I mean, look, we've traded it, broken below it, sort of accumulated in it, broken above, retested it, broken below it, final retest, sold off. Very strong sell-off. We broke through quite an important, the 8K psychological resistance, and we're sort of just trading below it now. But I'm really looking for 7.4, 7.5K midterm for a sort of push back up. The fact that we've broken below the 8K level that's been offering such strong support in the recent price action, and we're still sat below it, sort of really struggling to break above it. It's quite bearish in my opinion. But we have made a lower high, so it's perfect reason to expect maybe a triangle to fill out and a break back above. But it's a very odd place, in my opinion, for it to accumulate and sort of stock in. Like my targets, I put in a group yesterday. You know, I'm still looking for 7.4. We broke this trend line and we broke this trend line, and we're still trading below this trend line. So I'm not bullish until we've had a test of 7.4, 7.5k. These were my expectations for yesterday. If we had a bearish price action breakdown below, which we ended up doing, break below, but now we're still sat accumulating at this A, and I'm still waiting for this last push down 7.4 for us to continue the trend up. So, you know, it's just sort of a wait and see, really. Let me try to put some. Where are we trading now? We're trading at the 0.5 fib level, and the thing I like 7.4 and 7.5 is as well is we've got this, you know, not strongly respected trend line, but a fairly strong trend line lining up with the 618 around 7.4k. So, you know, this really looks like a nice zone to step in long. But if we do break below this, I'd really be cutting my positions below here. You know, maybe there'd be a nice reaction at 7k, but I really don't see it. You know, because if we've broken below here, the uptrend's kind of not looking great. So I'd be targeting price levels further down, and we'll take a look at those in a second. I'm just going to try some Fibonacci retracement to see where 2618, 7.8. Where are we looking for this? And you know, that 618, that's lining up with my sort of buy zone in the 7.4, 7. So again, this is just another reason this is looking quite like a nice place to step into the market and buy some undervalued BTC. But if we really do break down, I'm just going to remove everything and take a look at what we could see play out. Just going to remove these. You know, we could actually be forming a head and shoulders here, which I don't like the look of. So if we just put a clear neckline in for the head and shoulders, I'm going to put it here. It's not the clearest neckline, but it's a good example of where to look. So one thing I don't really want to happen is we break down here, we load up a 7.4, 7.5, and we come back up and we still are unable to break this resistance here. We're still stuck below it. And if we sort of trade here for a bit and break down again to test this trend line, I will be quite bearish, and I will expect us to go quite significantly lower because it would not be very strong. You know, it'd be shoulder here, head here, and another shoulder here. This would be a classic reclaim of the price level. So if you look, we're trading this price level here. We sort of had this fake out, come into the oversold territory, and we've quickly traded back below it. And if we continue to trade here without much bullish price action, I'd really expect it to tip lower, but we'll have to see. But if that pattern starts to form, I'll keep you updated, but I really wouldn't want to see that. I'd really want to see this last touch of 7.4 and to come straight back up. Here, if I just draw in, this is really what I want to see. And a break up to 7.5k, which is where I'm still looking to enter short. Which I put in the group yesterday, my position, I'm looking to go short at 9.5 to 9.7k with stop above 10.4. And that should be a nice short position. But this is what I'm really expecting to play out over the next few weeks. We'll have to see how we operate around this price range. But anyway, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I have a nice day.